What'd you get out of the other night in terms of it's not an ideal situation, not the group you usually play with, but what are the takeaways from that?
I think there's obviously always first game jitters, so getting that out of the way early was was good to do. And it's just fun. I think always getting out there and being able to play is a blessing, and I really enjoy just kind of being able to step on the field. Obviously, there's a lot of things I think we need to clean up as a group. But going forward, I think it's just nice to know that you got that first one on your belt. There's a lot of takeaways, obviously, but we can just learn and grow from it.
Where do you feel like you've improved the most, just in the technique and handling this position or this camp compared to rookie year?
I think just continuing to better myself in pass pro. Especially the jump from college to the NFL. You face a lot better rushers at this level that really exploit any flaws in your technique. So just kind of refining that. Talk with Q, Danny almost on a daily basis about things that I can keep doing better. And they're both great mentors to me that really show me, here's what they do, here's what I can do to keep helping myself and keep improving.
We were talking to Coach Quenton, and he said that the thing that he sees with you is that from an operational and identification standpoint, it's way ahead of where you were last year. Is that just being in the NFL for a year?
No, definitely. I think he's a terrific coach on, scheme and what I need to be looking for at the line of scrimmage. And coming from college, it was an insane jump. I mean, he puts a lot on your plate as a center. And obviously having a guy like Ryan before me, he's a guy that could handle all that. So year one, it was a ton of learning. But this next time around, even in OTAs, it's like, wow, this isn't nearly as bad as it was the first time around, and I feel a lot more confident in what I'm doing up there.
What are you responsible for? What were you responsible for, identification-wise, in college and then in the NFL?
College was pretty much a base operation. On this play we're going right, on this one we're going left. Occasionally we're flipping something, but most of the time it's just based off what the scheme of things is. Where a lot of our stuff, you got to kind of find the problems and address them yourself. A lot of different IDs and different rules on a lot of different plays, which is really good. I feel like it allows us to be really playing fast out there. But it takes something to kind of time to learn all that.
So Danny, you said last week that both the quarterbacks are using a similar cadence on purpose to help the offensive line. Who's adjusting more to who? Is it Daniel more to AR or the other way around?
I think Daniel's done a great job coming in because I think all our quarterbacks before him even had the same cadence. So he comes in, Coach Quenton has a certain one that he likes doing. And he's done a great job picking that up, making sure they sound very similar, the timing is very similar. Because again, it's a super important part of an offense, especially if you have multiple quarterbacks taking those one-spot reps.
Talked about the mental side of things a lot just now, but the key, I would think in theory, you still have to think the game up, but not think as much. Do you feel like you're not thinking as much when you're out there?
Absolutely, and I think just being more confident and knowing what you have to do, it allows you to play faster. If you're not sitting up there, okay, I got to do this, I got to look for this. It just allows me, okay, boom, this is the guy, here's what we're doing. I know, okay, now I can focus on, what technique, what do I got to focus on my technique on this certain play or on this certain block that I need to find rather than think about, okay, what's my assignment? Who do I have to look for? What am I doing? It makes it a lot easier to play fast.
Tanor, what's kind of Daniel's presence in the huddle like? Because I don't think people on the outside know a lot about him. He's kind of quiet up here at the microphone. So I don't know. What do you guys see when you're in the battle?
For being a quiet guy, he takes command of the huddle, which is really important for a quarterback to do. He goes in there, really clear with the call, clear on what we're going on, clear on what he needs us to do. And it shows the leadership and confidence that you want to see from a quarterback.
Tanor, how thankful is the whole offense to see Anthony back out here today?
Super. I mean, you never know. Again, you never want to see your quarterback get hit or go down. And so for him to not come back in the game made me real nervous. Obviously, as an offensive lineman, you take a lot of pride in protecting that guy. So for him to not be protected on that play, hurts us. But just happy that he's okay, happy that he made it out.